Hi everyone, I'm Soliman Abu-Samra and today I'll be presenting the web-based daily site report on the behalf of the controls department and on the behalf of Mr. Jim Hayes. Well, beginning by the first thing, which is the daily site report itself. It begins with the header section, as you can see, which contains basic information about your location, you as the spec who's responsible for this exact location, the scope of work, the shift, the date, the weather and temperature. So firstly you'll have to choose your name, where for instance I'll check Mr. Tari Ali. If you didn't find your name, you'll have the capability to add your name through pressing this button, and whenever you press it you'll have, just like this screen, you'll have to enter your name, your position, your email and your phone number and just click save. Alright, moving on to the main activity that's on site there. So let's assume that it's excavation. Okay, and then the report date, take care that the report date represent the date of beginning the shift, so you have to check the date. For instance, let me assume that it is February 10th. Okay, then choose the location. The location represents your location that you are working in, so take care that enabling works and utilities diversion works, temporary traffic works are having separate codes. So don't choose the location of the station or the bridge or something like that, even if you're working utilities diversion there. So choose the codes of the utilities diversion. For instance, I'm working in the utilities diversion of zone number 5, so I'll see that I'm having all of these locations to check for. So I'm having on station 1A2. Then the scope of work, whether it's CWJV, civil subcontracts or MEP subcontracts. For double checking, whenever you choose your location, your delivery director and section will automatically appear with the zone. So you'll have to check on this information and check that's the correct information that is responding to your exact location. Okay, and then just choose the weather, temperature, and press the next button. So now you are done with the header of your report. Goes to the first section, the discipline section, which is mainly about the safety, quality, public interaction and security issues that takes place in the site. So whenever there is any safety issue, whether it's near miss, first aid, recordable or LTI, just enter any number except else than 0, which represent the number of incidents that took place with regards to this attribute, and you'll find the description field free to write on it. So I'll say first aid issue with regards to the road works. Alright, moving the quality, whether NCRs or CRs should be reported on this exact day, any public interaction that took place at this day. So for instance, let's assume that one of the pedestrians just went to you and told you that there is a lot of noise there in the site, so you'll have to just write it down as a note to guarantee that you are recording whatever takes place on the site. Finally, security issues, whether personal accountability, property damages and equipment accountability. So you'll have to choose yes or no, or leave it blank if nothing took place. If you choose yes, you will find that the description field is is free to write on it, right? Alright, so moving to the third section, which is the progress section. The intelligence of this daily site report features that whenever you choose this location, the corresponding descriptions appear based on the cost codes and based on the chart of accounts. So please note that these descriptions are what we need to report, or this progress section is what we need to report If you believe that there is a type of work that was ignored or was not taken into consideration on this progress section, just feel free to contact me or Mr. Jim Hayes. Alright? So let's assume that we are having excavation and automatic coding for the work package and for the unit will appear. You just have to write down the quantity and any remarks that you have, or the exact place that you just excavated on, right? And then you can add new progress, where as you can see, whenever you add new progress, a new row appears to you. A new row appears to you, and you can just choose another type of work. The unit automatically appears with the work package. Just write down the quantity. Alright? After finishing this progress section, move to the next section, which is the constraints of work, or most probably the concern that you have with regards to this exact location. So the concerns of work is directly linked to the work package. So you will only have concern with regards to this work available work package that's critical and will influence our critical path, and will by the by then will cause delays on the work, right? So that's what we need to report. Okay, so let's choose excavation. I will say it's a minor one, and just type down that the excavator was the excavator wasn't ready to work on time, and the operator came late for 3 hours. And the action to mitigate: work overtime on Friday. You can add as well new concerns, or you can press next to go to the next section. So by pressing next, we went to the manpower section, where we can choose from the drop down list the manual manpower or the non-manual manpower as well. So right now we are having this list that we are interested to know the number of people there. So I can choose charge hand and just write down the quantity whenever it's being yellow. Write down I have 10 charge hands, for instance. And then we can add new manual as well. Then I'll choose others, for instance, where I can't find my manual manpower, and I will type as what operator. Alright, and type 2. Just we can write down remarks with regards to this type of labor, if something critical happened with regards to this labor or something. And the same applies for the non-manual stuff, where you'll have to choose one of these. If you believe that there is a non-manual manpower that was not included in the list, just choose others and write it down. Okay, after finishing both the manual and non-manual, you will have to press next to go to the equipment section. The equipment section is not a little bit different of the manpower section, just the headers and the drop down lists. Alright, we are reporting a number of equipment, so just write down the, the total number of excavators on this exact location. The same applies for the idle equipment, where you just choose that I have a truck and one truck that was idle. Finally, we go to the remarks section. In this section, you are free to write whatever you want. So if I were you, if I didn't find this progress section, I would have reported it in this remarks section. I couldn't find the blah blah blah. We have completed 10-meter cube of building works, and alright, finally attach a photograph. It's simple and easy. You just browse in your computer and you just check your pictures, and that's it. Alright, so simple. Write down a description after the photo appears. Alright, just this is this. Okay, after that, after finishing this, attaching the photos, you can attach another photograph, or you can press done to view the whole daily site report. So whenever I press done, it keeps loading and gives me an overview about the whole daily site report. This is the BMR report that is submitted to the management, and then the system automatically gets that Mr. Abu-Samra is the one who's reporting, because I'm the one who logged into the system on this exact date, and I'm gonna choose myself as approving. Alright, okay, and just save the form. Finally, click submit and click yes. So automatically I've received an email that's telling me that you have submitted a daily site report and selected yourself as approver. No actions needed. Click here to view the report. I can just click here to view the report, or I can go there and check the February 10th and search for reports. I'll find my report that I have done, right? So this is the old report, right? What we need to do is that we need to change the date, and we need to change some quantities right here and resubmit the report. This was our agreement, so let's do it. Edit and send a new. Just click this button which automatically appears after approving this report. Just click it. Okay, it will open the same report that you already submitted, right? Without a photographs, because of course the photos should change. So what I will do is that I'll change the date to the next day. So we will have to check that this ID has changed, and then I'll change some quantities. I'll say that I had excavation but with 25, demolition with 8. Alright, I don't have any concerns. Okay, quantities I had. I had 6 charge hands and I had 1 operator. Okay, I had only 1 engineer, and the equipment didn't change. I'll change the remarks. Okay, and finally I'll attach different photos, of course, that responds to the progress that took place on the site. Okay, just let me attach this one. Just write down C3D progress flowchart, and as well I'll select myself as approving, save the form, and submit. Whenever you click submit, the form is done, and I've received another email that shows that I've submitted another form and it doesn't need anything because of the approval, and that's it. So right now we are having the feature of re-editing on the previous forms. You can view as well the form. As we can see, it was 11th, so I can choose this date and I'll see the other form that I've submitted. Here we go. This is what we have submitted. Finally, you have the feature to print it to PDF, so whenever I click print to PDF, it will open me another window, as you can see, and I can either print it or save it to my computer in the desktop and call it DSR 10 to 2015. Alright, let's click save, and here is our daily sites report that we have submitted on the 11th. Okay, so that's it. I hope that was of benefit. Alright, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to contact me or Mr. Jim Hayes. Here is my contacts, please write it down. Okay, thank you.